Madam Stella and Vivian are at a crossroad right now. You will agree with me that Vivian has her own plan and strategy. Madam Stella has her own plan, and no one is letting the other person fully into their plan. And guys, tell me, when the intents are different, what do you think will happen at the end of the day? Madam Stella has her own plan, Vivian has her own plan, and if the intentions are kind of not the same, there is going to be a fallout, and it's going to be a lot massive, because mother and child, who is going to settle this issue? Is it Chief, who is not interested in whatever they are doing? Or is it Ben's and Mark family, who, Vivian has taught a lot of lessons? Who will actually settle mother and daughter at the end of the day? Hello, besties. You're welcome to another episode. Guys, this episode is a lot. It's full of a lot of expositions and all that. But the truth is, let's focus in this video on Vivian and the mother. Why are those people having different plans? This is what greed brings, okay? When greed comes into something, when people are greedy, they will not and never will they work together, because the intention will always be different. I want to get my own part. You want to get your own part. And I want to get more. You want to get more. So at the end of the day, you will find out that we are just having different intention. Even if the goal is to get a particular thing, our mindset towards getting that thing at this point is different. I want it all for myself, or I want the lion's share to myself. And then you, on the other part, want it all to yourself, or you want the lion's share to yourself. Now, let's bring it down to this point, guys. Why is Vivian not letting the mother in fully into her plan? Why is she covering a lot of details from the mother? Now, Vivian has already acknowledged that whatever happened to her was not as a result of, Mark's family, treating her bad or something. No, that this was what she asked, the guy that took Kizito's life. Remember in my last video, I was like, it's possible that, Vivian paid somebody to do this and decided to do, inflict herself with whatever that happened to her. But in this case, guys, it's obvious that after the guy carried out, that act, Vivian asked the guy to now, descend on her and deal with her. And the guy did that. And imagine Vivian asking the guy, do this. Do it this way. Make sure you hit me and not the rest of them. It's a whole lot, guys. That is to tell you the extent that Vivian can go to. I mean, she didn't even consider the fact that what if this guy hit her that way she wanted, and at the end of the day, there is no one to save her. There is nobody close to take her to the hospital. What happens? This is the kind of person that Madam Stella is dealing with. Madam Stella is tough. I agree. But when they say, when a teacher, when you teach your student, it gets to a point whereby through research and, gathering knowledge here and there, your students might even become better than you in that particular course or subject. This is the same thing that is happening to Madam Stella and Vivian right now. Madam Stella can go at any length to get what she wants, but not inflicting any form of pain on herself. But Vivian, on the other hand, can go all out, even if it means doing something that, will cause her anything that will, affect her. She doesn't mind. Now, guys, why are they not sharing ideas together? Remember, Madam Stella already told the guy in Canada that he should transfer the money back to her account, and she should not in any way let Vivian know about it. Now, Vivian, on the other hand, has let her mother into what happened to her, but refused to give the mother the details. And she already understands the fact that even if at the end of the day, that anything comes out of her action, that her mother will not in any way stand by her. Like, guys, this is a whole lot at this time. The fallout is going to be massive, like I said. Now, hearing this other plan that Vivian refused to tell the mother about is now beginning to make me worry more on what Ben actually signed. What was the content of that file or document that Ben signed? Could it be this other aspect that Vivian doesn't want to let her mother in? Has Ben used his own hand to sign his family property to Vivian, or sold his family's property unknowingly? Now, how do they even prove this at the end of the day? Because yes, looking at it now, when you want to sign a consent form, who brings a consent form to a man standing? Does it mean that there is no office? Does it mean that the nurses doesn't have a reception where, the patient relative can actually come to sign consent? Like, it's a whole lot, guys. And that is my problem, or that's my worries right now. What did Ben sign? Because Vivian doesn't want to let her mom, into the bigger part of her plan, like she said. I remember she said she might let her in somehow later, like it's under probability. I may or may not let you in, because I know even if anything happens to me tomorrow, you are not going to stand by me. So I may or may not let you in. I owe you no explanation to what I intend to do, because even if, things go south, you're not going to come to my aid. So what was the contents of that document that Ben signed? That is my big worry now. And it could be the bigger part that Vivian is talking about. Has Ben used his hand to sign or will his family's property to Vivian, or has he actually sold the family property unknowingly to Vivian? Because that was two documents, having Ben's signature at the same time, which he did not, maybe out of anxiety or something, didn't settle down to read and find out what the content is. So guys, what do you think is this bigger one, this bigger plan that Vivian has refused to let her mother in? Drop what you think it is in the comment section, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys.